welcome back. Let's get straight into it. Myrofora, was it your first choice to come to Greece to study here?
Yes, actually.
Why so?
Because I was doing my research with universities. And I applied to the UK once, even though I didn't want to do it, but I just did, just in case, anything goes sideways.
Yeah.
I also applied to some other unis, but I wasn't really excited for them. I heard lots about Greece, especially with the English course. I was like, okay, yeah, that's the one I want to come to. So I focused more on coming here than the rest. And here I am. Obviously, I didn't want to go to a random university just to get away from Cyprus, let's say, and just to say that, oh, I was accepted to this one. Mm-hmm. I wanted good universities for myself, even though it's the first 6 years, so anywhere you go, technically it's kind of the same. But yeah, I had to choose from specific ones, and I finalized it, and I concluded that Aristotle was gonna be good for me, because as we said before, fun and studying, the balancing is...
What other choice did you have?
I had the choice for Queen Mary in the UK.
That sounds like money.
If we had the home fees, it wouldn't gonna be a problem. Another one, it was Slovakia.
I think I applied there too. Or I was
How
thinking
is it called? I forgot the name.
I don't know. I was thinking of I applied to Czech Republic.
No,
Charles University.
I didn't. Nor Germany. I didn't wanna. Yeah. I applied to Cyprus just in case anything goes sideways.
Also medicine? Or?
Yeah. All these are for medicine. Hungary.
In Budapest.
Yeah. The Semmelweis. I didn't like that one. I hated it. The interviewer was so rude. Yeah. It was gonna be my biology teacher, so definitely not.
Oh wait, talking about interview, how did they interview you here in Greece? I mean, in our school.
I think...
do you remember it?
Not all the questions, but the basic ones. Why medicine? If I applied to any other universities? What are my extracurricular activities? What I do? Personal questions.
Okay.
I think that's the purpose of an interview, because if I talk about the Hungarian interview, he was asking me for things that I've never done in my life, medical things, biology mostly, because he was a biology professor. And he was asking me things that either I was personally didn't know, or he shouldn't ask me those. So I literally answered to him.
You don't want to answer that? Or?
No, I said to him, I don't know. I told him so many times, I don't know. And he was quite rude. So I knew from that moment that first of all, the interview was in a tent with headphones. He was wearing the wired headphones in a tent, and the door, the entrance of the tent, it was blowing away the whole time because of the wind.
What the actual fuck?
And I was like, am I actually interviewing for Semmelweis right now, one of the top medical universities?
It's a fucking scam, bro.
Yes. And again, the professor was rude, so I was like, no way, I'm coming here.
Yeah. Actually, I was curious because now that you tell me that, there is a difference between your interview and my interview, actually. Because for you, they ask about those things like why you apply else or why medicine, those things. But for me, the interview was actually completely different.
What did they ask?
I remember they asked me, of course, first of all, if I knew any Greek.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, I did know a bit. I was studying there, blah, blah, blah. And then they asked me what was my favorite word, Greek word. Something like that, like very random in a way. They also asked my plan, like after Greek school. My mom explained me that they asked that question because they want to make sure I don't want to overstay after my study, like illegally, which is reasonable. So yeah, it's actually completely different between my interview and her interview, and maybe yours as well.
My interview was actually, they were the only ones, because I had many interviews. I was in the army when I was studying for the exams, and I wanted to go to the Czech Republic. I was interviewed by, how many faculties are in Charles University? It was like 5. I did for 4 of them, or 3. And then the last one was this one. And they asked me one question that stuck with me. It was, what do you not like about yourself?
That's actually a really good question to ask.
What is something that bothers you about yourself that might affect you in making decisions in the future and all that?
That's actually a very good question.
Yeah, and that was what stuck with me. And I think it was like, oh, okay, I should consider these guys.
Yeah. But actually, that's the best question that I've heard, like, from an interview. Usually they ask these questions during a job application, not the university interview.
Even though, I still think it's a good, like...
It's a really good question,
Yeah, because I was telling them that I have a difficulty in deciding what I want. I like variety, but sometimes it gets in the way if I can't focus on one thing.
Anyway, how was your transition from a Cypriot high school to a Greek university, and then from like the first year to second year? How was it? How was your transition?
From a Cypriot high school to a Greek university, not very different. I mean, it was quite of the same. Went with the flow. Came here, moved my stuff. Nothing much. Like I think every student does. Now, for the first to the second year, I don't know if it's because of the summer in between, but definitely the second year is much harder than the first year. I mean, it's logical, but on the other hand, it's quite a bit more harder than the first year.
The amount,
the first year was very like relaxed, just study the basics and just get over with them. But the second year, you need to know a lot of things. It's not that it's difficult, it's just too much information.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
Wait until the third year.
Well, at least I'm going to have the clinicals. So I guess I'm going to experience something, like practice something. It's not only theory.
I think third year is not that much information.
No, I think maybe 5th semester might actually be a lot with pharmacology. Maybe not pharmacology, pathology and microbiology.
Yeah.
Those 2 are full of stuff.
Yeah, it's just completely new things. Like in the second semester, there will still be things that you... second year. There will still be things that you can relate to.
With,
but you would never know any of the bacteria's name. That's for sure.
We have like staphylococcus.
And
this many cocci and this gram-positive, negative, and this stuff. It's a bit...
We'll see. Don't stress me out by now, guys, please.
No, like I said, it's not that much. I said that it's not that much.
Yeah, it's not much in terms of material, but it's
new.
It's all new.
Yeah, it's completely new.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult.
Yeah, I mean, if you study all day,
I think.
Okay, you don't study all day.
Yeah, we're not studying all day. Yeah.
Some people are.
So your transition from Cypriot high school to Greek university was easy.
Yeah.
I asked that because for me it was actually not.
Yeah, for you, I don't think it's.
For me, it's of course it's easy in a way because I used to be here before. But I don't really. I would say I wasn't very used to the pace.
Yeah.
The pace in Vietnam was actually quicker.
Yeah. Oh God, here.
And when I came here, it's like slowing down for me. It's just like, oh, I'm pushing a brake.
Same as us. Okay,
Yeah.
for that, yes, and doing your AFME was actually really difficult.
Yes,
Because
we discussed
if you don't have your AFME, you
cannot do anything else.
anything else.
Exactly. That's
anything else. And for the AFME to come to you, it takes actually long. Like me, I did it from Cyprus before I come, so that I had it ready. But again, it wasn't ready. Like I did it a month before I come to Greece, like to totally move out, and it was still not ready. And I had to register to the uni. I had to get the phone number. I had
the
to
bank account.
Exactly.
Yeah, imagine for her, she did it like 2 weeks before. For us, like who are completely new, we have to do from like where.
My student ID, I got it like 2 weeks before my first exams. It wasn't ready by then.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have to do resident permit or no?
No.
For us, we even have to do resident permit.
Yes, yours.
Which is like after, like I remember it was on the exact Lunar New Year day, which is like February of the first year. So it was like 4 months after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was telling me about this. Not only him, even a classmate of mine has to go to Athens in a few days just to renew his visa and the permit to stay here.
So moving on from that, you guys are now working in the Cadaver labs. How many bodies are there?
2.
There's 2.
2 male ones this year.
2 main ones.
Yeah.
For us, it was 1.
No,
one?
we had 2.
We had 2, but we were mostly on 1.
Yeah.
So it was more like there was just 1.
Yeah. How's the condition now? Is it all ripped?
Not yet. Well, one of it is. The other one we are studying on is not yet, because it goes up based on our learning cycle, let's say.
Yeah.
So we finished with the face like yesterday. So next week I think we're gonna open the thorax.
Or the neck.
We did the neck was the first, then the whole arm, and then the shoulder, and then the face, and then now we have the thorax. And then we move on to the abdomen and all those.
Here's a funny little thing. Do you remember the time where some of the fat flicked off and it went into your hair?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Talking about fat. Remember, you see the fat, it's like yellow, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of yellow. Last week when we went to the ER, we saw a patient who had HIV and hepatitis C, and his leg was basically done, and I don't know what happened to his leg. Maybe he had a burn or something. That's why they had to roll his leg.
It was some form of necrotizing infection.
Yeah. Basically his leg was like covered in gauze. When they opened it, some of the skin, like the skin, went away with the thing, and we saw his fat. It was exactly like a cadaver body. How
did they manage to rip off the skin with the
Because the skin is so fragile, you can just take it off.
It was more
okay.
Just
alright.
There.
Because imagine.
Yeah, okay. I mean, like that was like for the first time. I mean, I thought that on a living body, the fat wouldn't be yellow.
No, it is.
No, it is.
Yeah, until I saw,
you see it.
Yeah, until I saw that guy, like he's living and he's breathing and his skin under the
living and breathing, and then you see the yellow fat.
It's like yellow fat. Oh god, that was honestly that was a bad memory though.
For you, it was very bad. For me, I don't know. I didn't really have a problem with it.
I would have liked it too. Not like liked it. I wouldn't have a problem with it, you know.
Yeah, I did have a problem with it.
Yeah, but the surgeon, when we were in the cadaver lab, taking off, he was peeling off. He was getting ready to show the students the leg. Because as you said, you were going throughout the body from head to toe. Yeah, and he was uncovering the leg skin. And then he just flicked on you. Yeah. And I pinched it out thinking it was just something random.
No, it was a fat.
And I'm holding fat.
Yeah, on my hair. It was fine. I mean, you get used to it. I think the first day I was there, I was very disgusted with the smell, the sulfaldehyde.
I always wear a mask, and I see people who don't. They're trying to play tough, and I'm like, who are you? Like, who are you joking?
Oh, did you know that in our year, there was so many times that people fainted?
Really?
Yeah,
Seriously.
people fainted.
Yeah,
A lot,
seriously.
yeah.
They fainted. I don't know for whatever reason, but many people fainted during the anatomy lecture. And only anatomy cadaver lecture. No other.
I didn't know that. For us, no one. Everyone is cool with the cadaver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys had this issue? We had an issue last year where there were too many people on one body.
Yeah, oh my god. It's so frustrating, and actually I took the lead, and I'm recording the videos and taking the pictures and sending them to the group, because everyone, we do rounds, like one part of the group comes and sees and like understands everything, and then the teacher repeats it to the next group and the next group, and she repeats it like 3 times, because everyone is on top of the body. But again, no one can see, because it's the detail you need to know, because all the nerves are next to each other, and nerves, the veins, the arteries. So if you show that the one is like the artery and then the other one is the nerve, and you say that the nerve is the artery, you'll be like, oh, I was just confused because I saw it from afar and I thought that was it. So she repeats them a lot. That's why when I said learning curve, I meant because we are slow on, learning them and going around repeating them again and again.
Bro, they all look like pasta.
They all just look like spaghetti.
Yes,
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's.
Honestly, I think it's really, really bad. The fact that they only, let's say, had 2 bodies. Because when you have to do the lab exam, and it's gonna be difficult. With the reason is you need to have time touching the body, like dissecting the body yourself, to know what is what. And
So you suggest for more? That's what you mean?
what I mean is, like, once you're gonna have the lab exam, you cannot just watch the video. That's what I mean. Even if you have the video, like you have
that's true.
to dive into the body and see what is what. Like, and that's why I say like 2 bodies is not enough.
Well, we're just trying to make the situation easier, because if we all decide to just go on a day and like practice on the body, they may have another lesson from another group. The other cadaver right now we cannot touch it because it's totally destroyed. Like they opened it up
already.
Yes, the nerves may be cut off already, so it's not gonna be any use for us. So we only have one,
Cadaver.
and it's difficult for us to only have one.
So for them it's actually worse.
It's much worse than it was.
Yeah, for us it was better because we had like 2 bodies. Yeah, but we also had the same problem. Like, imagine last semester, in that semester, at some point before the lab exam, I tried to be there like from 8 in the morning to be completely alone, with the body,
and everyone
and there
was
was still
still
like
there,
everyone. Yeah, and sometimes they even have class from 8, so I couldn't do anything seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've been following you for a while, and I've seen that you are very fit and very active.
Follow me.
You did. You also did.
Weird.
No, I get what you mean. Yes.
Yeah, like I also saw that recently you just had a marathon as well.
Yeah.
So how can you even keep up with, the pace of medical school and still have all those, let's say, fun stuff?
I cannot.
You cannot.
I just sacrifice. Some days I sacrifice some things. I mean, I get you every day you need to study for a specific number of hours. But I mean, you should also take a day for yourself as well, so you don't burn out. I like going out playing football with you guys. That's fun because I get to see you all and talk outside the class because I never do in the class. I like going running, also going races because it awards you with a medal. And do all those fun trips. Actually, I'm preparing for the Rome marathon in 2024. Really? Yes, I'm gonna go with a team. The 42.2 kilometers.
Holy shit.
Maybe I
Yeah.
should
You should do that too,
I
yeah.
should start training for
Yeah,
that.
no,
I
you
mean-
should. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna.
I'm not gonna.
I was almost
I
dying.
mean, if
towards
you're
the end.
in, I can put you in the group.
I was dying towards the end of the 21.
Same, like
I need to start.
definitely, we're not gonna run all of it.
What was
but
your time?
the one that I did the first time, the Athens, the authentic one, without any exercise, any training at all, it was 5:25, 5 hours and 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, it wasn't that bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty good for like, given that you didn't have any background or like preparing.
I was a track and field athlete, but I didn't like train before the marathon. I stopped like for 2 years doing nothing, and then I decided to do the marathon, but I still didn't train for it. So I just went and I was like, how bad will it be? I was like, no.
That's how I was.
Yeah.
That's how I was for the 21.
Yeah.
Next few days, I couldn't feel anything.
No.
Yeah. The one in Thessaloniki.
Yeah, the one here.
No, we did.
Yeah.
No, the one we did. I went to that one too. No.
Yeah. After hearing this, I'm not gonna go to any. I'm just gonna
You
be.
can come support us.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
But yes, I'm trying my best. I'm trying to socialize because it's really important. I'm trying to exercise to stay in shape and keep my body healthy because
Yeah.
we are students, we don't always eat healthy things. So at least exercise should be one of our
Go, just go to
must-dos.
Leslie.
Let's go to Leslie.
I do that. I go to Leskin. I'm
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
best.
I
It's
really
such
like
good
Leskin.
food.
Yeah.
Even though we have to pay.
Go
now.
to Leskie.
Go to Lesky. No sponsored. Not sponsored.
Yeah,
but
we're not sponsored by this.
We wish we were.
No, let's keep sponsor us actually. I mean, they give us food.
Technically, yeah.
But it's not for free for
Yeah.
us.
Anyway.
Long story.
By the way, are you involved in any kind of research in our school now? Did you?
No, as I told you, I'm trying to find time to catch up with my material and like socialize and going out. So currently I'm not doing any research. I may do it in the summer though. I don't know. Depends.
You mean without a school?
Without the school. Yeah.
Okay.
And what kind do you need?
Don't know yet. But I think it's something that will be coming soon and we'll get to know it too as doctors.
Have you ever felt like giving up?
Many times. I mean, it goes through everyone's head if they want to give up and like do something else and so on and so forth, especially the first year or even the second one because you just do theoretical parts.
Yeah.
And when you think about medicine, it's more
Hands-on to think.
bravo, it's more like practical in your head. Like me, I was saying I'm gonna study medicine since I was like 9 years old. I've never changed my mind through that then. Like always till now, I was saying I'm gonna do medicine. But since last year and even, this year, I didn't think about it. Like I was, it's too early to think about it.
What is something that you miss about home? Was the biggest thing like you really miss about Cyprus?
Family, actually.
Family.
Yeah, family and food. For a second.
Seriously?
Yeah, family and the food. I think those two are the top. Yeah, because you don't see your family. So I mean, even if you talk to them through FaceTime, it's not the same. It's nicer to be there and be with your family and yeah.
Yeah, but at least it's Cyprus and Greece.
Yeah.
You can like just fly anytime.
Exactly.
For me, it's different.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to come back to Villa. Don't say it. Anyway, let's talk something a bit more fun, shall we? I mean, enough of depressing. Do you have some like favorite spot in Thessaloniki to study or some favorite coffee?
To study, I actually go to the library. Like, that's my study spot. But in case the library is unavailable, I didn't really try lots of spots in Thessaloniki for studying the one that I liked the most is a cafe like near me. It's like near the Turkish consulate. I think it's called Simon's.
Simon's.
It's like
It's opposite.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Simon's place. I don't know. I don't remember.
The one opposite.
Nah, that one. That I liked. The staff and the coffee and the price of the coffee, they're really good. Definitely don't go to the one that everyone goes.
Detente.
No, Anagnostirio. The one that plays piano music and
It
it's
doesn't
like
sound like something I would somewhere I would go.
no, it's right next to Rodon. I don't like that.
Oh,
it's too overestimated.
Is it the one where everyone like it's a study spot?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like that one.
It's the one you said that looked kind of nice once.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so it means I have a tourist mind then.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's too. I don't know. It's quite expensive for no reason.
Is it?
Yeah.
How much?
It depends. If you're getting like orange juice, it's gonna be like €4.50 or €5 just for you to stay there. Okay, you need to buy something in order to stay there. Like I went once using my hotspot and everything because obviously I didn't have the password to the Wi-Fi. I was just sitting there. I wanted to like sit for an hour, not a lot. So I didn't buy anything. I didn't want to buy anything anyways. And the guy came up to me. He was like, "You should buy something. You're not allowed to be here in case." But I said to him, "I'm gonna be leaving anytime soon." He's like, I don't care, and I'm using like my hotspot right now. I'm not using the Wi-Fi." So none of the resources, and it's not like people were looking for a seat to sit like down. It was empty. Anyway, it was the way he said it. It was quite rude. I don't know if it's because he was new and he just wanted to make, like, do his work right, but it wasn't really nice.
Talking about expensive, did you try the boats in the White Tower thing?
The boats?
Yeah. The boats that you get on.
Yes, actually, I did.
Oh, no.
I know.
You said you've done them, haven't you?
I mean, I had to.
What do you mean you had to?
Like I told you, because I was taking the guy around, the tourist around.
Oh, yes.
So I had to. I mean, it's a tourist thing.
Okay, if you think about that, I was also taking a tourist around. So I know it's the most touristic thing you're gonna find in Thessaloniki. Yeah. Like you can see if you have a free entrance, obviously the drinks will be, the price will be high as Anyway, we went to the pirate one, not the other one. And we just got, I think, the cheapest thing. We just got a beer, like each. It was the 500 ml was like, I don't know, was it like €8, €9? Yeah. But I mean, it has to do with the ride, and especially the time we went, it was the sunset thing, so it was worth it, I think.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Do they force you to buy something?
Yes.
Okay. No, actually, if you don't buy it, you have to pay like €5 or something.
I'd rather just pay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Seriously, yes.
I'd rather just pay rather than have to buy a drink.
Well,
you can just buy water. I think it counts.
No, I don't. They don't have water, I think.
They don't have water?
No.
Okay.
I think they do have water, but they will serve it with the drink.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, to finish this episode, do you have any, let's say, advice for people who wants to join us in our medical school?
You really have to wanna do medicine to come, like in general.
Thank you guys for listening. We're done with this episode. See you soon.
We're done.